Hello students. Today we'll continue with the mathematical induction, that is statements on inequalities. In the previous classes we have seen the equations. Now in this session we'll go for inequalities, the statements on inequalities. Inequalities means other than equal sign, that may be less than or greater than. So let's see the example. Show that 2n plus 7 is less than n plus 3 whole square for all n belongs to n. So what is n here? N indicates a natural number. Natural number means it starts with 1. So in order to prove this inequality, it is enough to, we have to go for 3 steps. That is basic step. So let's see the proof. So first of all, let S of n, otherwise let go for P of n. That is a statement. P of n be a statement. So what is our statement? 2n plus 7 is less than n plus 3 whole square. That is our statement. So basic step. That is, if n is equal to 1, let's see, then P of 1 is true, as it indicates n belongs to natural number. So the basic step is n is equal to 1. That is the starting point. N is equal to 1. Now let's see. LHS 2 into 1 plus 7, that is 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. And RHS, let's see on the right side of the inequality. RHS, n means 1 plus 3 whole square, that is 1 plus 3 is 4 square 16. So what we can say is the left hand side value is less than the right hand side value, that is 9 is less than 16. So what we can say is the statement is true for n is equal to 1. Next, what is the inductive hypothesis? Inductive hypothesis. Assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k, that is 2k plus 7 is less than k plus 3 whole square. So that is our equation 1. So where k is also a natural number. So based on the inductive hypothesis, now we have to go for this inequality is true for k plus 1. Inductive step. We have to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. So what will be the k plus 1? That is 2 times of k plus 1 plus 7. 2 times of k plus 1 plus 7 should be less than k plus 1 plus 3 whole square. Means that is k plus 4 whole square. Now we have to show that 2 times of k plus 1 plus 7 should be less than k plus 4 whole square. Now let us take this inequality. Now let us take 2 times of k plus 1 plus 7 value. But that can be written as 2k, 2 times of k is 2k plus 2 times of 1 is 2 plus 7, and this can be written as 2k plus 7 plus 2. Now by using the equation 1, that is the inductive hypothesis, the value of 2k plus 7 is always less than k plus 3 whole square. So if we add 2 also, it will be less than k plus 3 whole square plus 2. So if we go for simplification, this gives what? Equality sign, because we are going for a equation simplification. So what it will be? K square plus 6k plus 9 plus 2 means what we got is 2 times of k plus 1 plus 7 is less than k square plus 6k plus 11. But what is our actual goal is k plus 4 whole square, and you know what is k plus 4 whole square expansion, that is k square plus 8k plus 16. So this is our achievement. Now in order to 8k is but we got only 6k. In order to get 8k, still how much we have to add is 2k. So in order to get the balance, we have to add and subtract 2k. K square plus 6k plus 11 plus 2k minus 2k, it doesn't affect to the previous step. 16 here is 16 is there, but we got only 11. So how much still we have to add is 5. So add 5 and subtract 5. So it gives what? K square plus 6k plus 2k 8k plus 11 plus 5 16 minus 2k and minus 5. So this can be written as k plus 4 whole square minus of 2k plus 5. Now, so the k square plus 6k plus 11 is same as k plus 4 whole square minus 2 times of 2k plus 5. But k plus 4 whole square is always positive, as k indicates a natural number. K plus 4 whole square is always a positive number. From that we are removing some value 2k plus 5, means the entire total value will be always less than k plus 4 whole square only, because from this we are removing this, means this value, this is a smaller value, is lesser than this one. So what we can conclude is 2 times of k plus 1 plus 7 is always less than k plus 4 whole square. That is your statement to prove. So by what we can say, by mathematical by using the mathematical induction, we can say that the statement is true for all natural number. By principle of mathematical induction, the given statement is true for all n belongs to n. So this is based on inequality. Next question. So the next question on inequality, show that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus n is less than 1 by 8 times of 2n plus 1 whole square for all n belongs to natural number. So the starting number is 1 here. So that comes for a basic step. Means the given statement is true for n is equal to 1. So let's see the proof. Let P of n be a statement. So that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus n is less than 1 by 8 times of 2n plus 1 whole square. So basic step, if n is equal to 1, then P of 1 is true. How it will be true? Let's see. So on LHS, what happens? N is equal to 1 means you will get only 1. So LHS is equal to 1. And RHS of this inequality, that is 1 by 8 times of 2 into 1 plus 1 whole square, that is 1 by 8. 2 plus 1, 3 square is 9. That is 9 by 8. So 9 by 8 is a value which is greater than 1. Now, so what we can conclude is the left hand side value is 1 and the right hand side value is 9 by 8. So we can say that 1 is less than 9 by 8. It is always true. So as the statement is getting true for n is equal to 1, we have to go for inductive hypothesis. Inductive hypothesis. That is, assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus k. On the left hand side it is the sum of k natural numbers is less than 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 1 whole square. That is our inductive hypothesis. So now what we have to prove is the sum of the k plus 1 terms is also less than 1 by 8 times 2 times of k plus 1 whole square. Inductive step. We have to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. So what is that? That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus k plus 1 is less than, it should be less than 1 by 8 times of 2 times of k plus 1 whole square. That is our proof. Means if we simplify, what happens? 1 by 8 times 2k, 2 into k, 2k plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 whole square. This we have to prove. Now let us take the LHS. That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus k plus 1. Let us take this value. But by using the hypothesis, inductive hypothesis, the sum of the first k rational numbers is always less than 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 1. Means this value is less than, this will be less than 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 1 whole square, plus we can have k plus 1. The sum of the first k natural numbers is less than 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 1 whole square and plus k plus 1. The inequality, the total value will be less than this one. So I am going for simplification, means it is equal to 1 by 8 times, if we expand, it will be 4k square plus 4k plus 1 plus k plus 1. And again, if you take the LCM, 8 is the LCM, 4k square plus 4k plus 1 plus 8 times of k plus 1. So it will be 4k square plus 4k plus 1 plus 8k plus 8 by 8, which is 4k square plus 4k plus 8k, 12k plus 1 plus 8 is 9 by 8, which is 1 by 8 times, it is a quadratic expression. 4k square plus 2, 12k plus 9 is a quadratic expression which we can factorize as it will be 2k plus 3 into 2k plus 3. That is 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 3 whole square. Means the value of 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 1 whole square plus k plus 1 is same as 1 by 8 times of 2k plus 3 whole square. So what we can conclude is, therefore 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on plus k plus 1 is less than 1 by 8, and this 3 can be written as 2 plus 1 means okay, or we can say 2k plus 3 whole square. So that we have proved here. Means this is our proved, this is to be proved, and we got this one. So by using the mathematical induction, we can say that the given statement is true for all natural number. So what is our statement is, this inequality is always true for all natural numbers. Next question. Next problem. Show that 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus so on plus n square is greater than n cube by 3. That is for all n belongs to natural numbers. So we will see this inequality, that is greater than sign. Let P of 1, okay, let P of n be a statement, and we know that what is the statement, that is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus n square is greater than n cube by 3. Now what is the basic step is, as it indicates for all n belongs to n, the natural number starts with a 1. So basic step, if n is equal to 1, then P of 1 is true. Now we will see on LHS it is only 1 square. LHS is 1 square is equal to 1, and RHS of this inequality, RHS means n cube, 1 cube by 3 is 1 by 3. Now what we can conclude is, the value of 1 is greater than 1 by 3 or less than 1 by 3? It is greater than 1 by 3. Therefore the value of the LHS is greater than 1 by 3. So 1 is greater than 1 by 3. So it is getting true. So next, if it is true, we will go for inductive hypothesis. Assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k. That is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus so on plus k square is greater than k cube by 3. Now what we have to show is for k plus 1, means as it is a sum of squares of first k natural numbers, then what is our statement, inductive step? Inductive step is, we have to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k. No, n is equal to k plus 1. We have to prove that the given statement is also true for n is equal to k plus 1. Means on the left hand side it should be the sum of the squares of first k plus 1 natural numbers. In order to prove that, we will see. Otherwise, what is to be proved? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus on plus k square plus, what is the next term is k plus 1. K plus 1 whole square should be greater than what? As n square, it is n cube by 3. So here it should be k plus 1 whole cube by 3. We have to prove it. Or if we simplify k plus 1 whole cube, it will be k cube plus 3k square plus 3k plus 1 by 3. This is to be our goal. Now let us take the LHS and we will see that this value should be greater than k plus 1 whole cube by 3 or not. Now 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus so on plus k square plus k plus 1 whole square. But by using the hypothesis, inductive hypothesis, that is equation 1, the sum of the squares of first k natural numbers is always greater than k cube by 3. Now this total value, the 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus so on plus k square, is always greater than k cube by 3 plus k plus 1 whole square is as it is. Now we will go for simplification of this. K cube plus 3 times of k plus 1 whole square, as the LCM is 3, so we can take 3. And if we go for expansion, k cube plus 3 times of k square plus 2k plus 1 by 3, which is k cube plus 3 times of k square is 3k square plus 3 times of 2k is 6k plus 3 times of 1 is 3 by 3. K cube plus 3k square plus 6k can be written as 3k plus 3k and plus 3 can be written as 1 plus 2 by 3. So what we can have is k cube plus 3k square plus 3k plus 1 I am writing here plus the leftover values are 3k plus 2 by 3. As the denominator is same, we can separate the numerators, that is k cube plus 3k square plus 3k plus 1 by 3 plus 3k plus 2 by 3. So, but what is the value of k cube plus 3k square plus 3k plus 1 is the expansion of k plus 1 whole cube by 3 plus 3k plus 2 by 3. Means the simplification of k cube by 3 plus k plus 1 whole square is same as k plus 1 whole cube by 3 plus 3k plus 2 by 3. But this, if you observe this value means for this value we are adding some value. Means the entire value is always greater than k plus 1 whole cube by 3. For as k is a natural number, that is a natural number, then this entire value will be always greater than k plus 1 whole cube by 3. Means 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus k plus 1 whole square is always greater than k plus 1 whole cube by 3. So this is our to be proved. So what we can say by using mathematical induction means, by using mathematical induction, it is true for all natural numbers. So next problem. So the problem is, show that 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole cube so on up to 1 by 2 whole power of n is always the sum of the value which is on the left hand side is always less than 1. That is our RHS. So proof, let P of n be a statement. So basic step, if n is equal to 1, then P of 1 is true. That is LHS will be 1 by 2, because if we put n is equal to 1, 1 by 2 whole power of 1 is 1 by 2, that will be this. And RHS is always 1 only. Therefore 1 by 2 is less than 1. So the statement is getting true for n is equal to 1. So next, inductive hypothesis. Assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k. So what would be 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole cube plus so on plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k is also less than 1. So that is our equation 1. So what is our next step is? The next step is we have to show that the given statement is also true for n is equal to k plus 1. Means in order to get k plus 1 on the as it is these are the n terms. So what is our next term is 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1 is the next term. So that is inductive step. We have to prove that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Means that is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square plus so on plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k is our kth term. The next term will be 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1, and this value is also should be also less than 1. Now let us take the LHS. So in order to prove this it is less than 1, let us take the LHS, that is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole cube plus so on plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1. That is now this one, and we have to show that it is less than 1. But by using the inductive hypothesis, that is equation 1, the value of this LHS is always less than 1. Means up to here 1 by 2 whole to the power of k, it is always less than 1. And there is one more, 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1, where k is a natural number. If you substitute any natural number, the 1 plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1 is always less than 1 only. Means we are adding 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1 to 1. Means whatever you get the value, that will be always less than 1. It is obviously true for all natural numbers. Therefore what we can say, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square plus so on plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1 by 2 whole to the power of k plus 1 is always less than 1. So by using mathematical induction, we can say that the statement is true for all n belongs to n. Next question. So the next problem, it is quite different from the condition. Show that 1 plus x whole to the power of n is greater than 1 plus nx. For all n is greater than or equal to 2 and n belongs to a natural number. Means n is a natural number, but it should be greater than or equal to 2. Means it should start with 2, 3, 4, 5. And the another condition is x is greater than minus 1 and x is not equal to 0. What happens if you start with n is equal to 1? Means if you substitute n is equal to 1, it will be 1 plus x is greater than 1 plus x. Means a number is not, it will not be greater than itself. So it is getting failed at n is equal to 1. But this is a statement, it is satisfying from which value is n is equal to 2. 2 onwards it is getting satisfied. So the basic step is not n is equal to 1 as we have taken earlier in all the problems. We have taken n is equal to 1. Why we have taken n is equal to 1 is, in the previous problems, whatever the statements are done, that is true for all natural numbers. So we have taken n is equal to 1 as the natural numbers begins with n is equal to 1. But here, if you observe here, it is a statement with starting with n is equal to 2. So that is our basic step. So what is our basic step is, okay, let P of n be a statement. So what is our statement? 1 plus x whole to the power of n value is always greater than 1 plus nx for all n is greater than or equal to 2. Now the basic step is the first value from the set natural numbers, from which value it is getting satisfied is 2. So basic step, if n is equal to 2, then LHS as it starts is from a natural number, it starts with 2. From 2 onwards the given statement is getting satisfied. So LHS will be 1 plus x whole square, 1 plus x whole square. If you expand, it will be 1 plus 2x plus x square. And RHS of the equality, that is 1 plus n is equal to 2, so 2x. So you will get 1 plus 2x. So what we can observe is whatever the value LHS is there, that LHS value will be greater than 1 plus 2x, because what is the value of x? X is a condition, x is greater than minus 1. If you substitute any real number, x square is always positive, means the total value will be greater than 1 plus 2x. Therefore 1 plus 2x plus x square will be greater than 1 plus 2x. So the given statement is getting satisfied from n is equal to 2 onwards. Next, inductive hypothesis. Assume that the given statement is true for n is equal to k, but where k is a natural number, but what is the condition from where it is getting satisfied is k is greater than or equal to 2. Now that is 1 plus x whole to the power of k is greater than 1 plus kx. So this is our equation 1, that is our hypothesis. Next, inductive step. We have to prove that the given statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. So the k plus 1 is also a natural number that will be greater than 2. Now that is what we have to prove is, that is 1 plus x whole to the power of k plus 1 value. K plus 1 should be greater than 1 plus k plus 1 times of x. That is our statement. If n is there, in the place of n it is k plus 1. In the place of n again it is k plus 1. So this we have to prove. So let us take 1 plus x whole to the power of k plus 1, and we'll prove that this value will be greater than 1 plus k plus 1 x whole, k plus 1 times of x. Now 1 plus x whole to the power of k plus 1. Now by using the law of exponents, this can be written as 1 plus x whole to the power of k into 1 plus x. By using the law of exponents, that is a to the power of b into a to the power of c is a to the power of b plus c. That is a to the power of b into a to the power of c. That is, the bases are same. We can add up the powers. So that now, but by using the inductive hypothesis, 1 plus x whole to the power of k value is greater than 1 plus kx. So the product of these two terms will be also there, 1 plus kx into 1 plus x. Now if we simplify as we are going for simplification, it is equality. 1 into 1, 1. 1 into x is x plus kx into 1 is kx plus kx into x square is kx square. So 1 plus, in these two terms x is common, so we can have k plus 1 times of x plus kx square, where k is a natural number and x square is always a positive real number. So k is multiplied with x square means this kx square is also positive. Means for this entire expression, the total value will be greater than 1 plus k plus 1 times of x. So what we can conclude is 1 plus x whole to the power of k plus 1 will be always greater than 1 plus k plus 1 x, when k plus 1 times of x. So by what we conclude is, by using mathematical induction, the given statement is true for all natural numbers, but the natural numbers should start with 2. By mathematical induction, the given statement is true for all n belongs to natural numbers, but n is greater than or equal to 2. Means in the previous problems we have taken the basic step is n is equal to 1 because it is getting satisfied for n is equal to 1. But in this problem it is getting satisfied from n is equal to 2. That is our basic step. Means whatever the given statement is given, using the mathematical induction we can revise the definition. Means not only with 1, we can define from wherever the given statement is getting true. From that value we have to consider as basic step. Now we will see the revised definition of mathematical induction. So as we have seen the last example, the last statement, that is getting satisfied with n is greater than or equal to 2. So based on that, so we'll go for the modified definition of principle of mathematical induction. So let n naught belongs to a natural number. So n naught is a natural number. That may be it may be not only 1, it may be somewhere from in between the natural number. And let P of n be a statement for each natural number n is greater than or equal to n naught. So basic step. So the basic step, that means whatever the given statement is true, it will be true. So that starts with n naught. So that comes, and that n naught will be the first natural number in that given statement. So the statement is true for P of n naught. As in the natural number, n naught is the first number. Next, hypothesis. Assume that the statement is true for n is equal to k. That is, P of k is true for all natural numbers greater than or equal to n naught. So next, hypothesis. So what is our next step is that the given statement is to be true for n is equal to k plus 1. That is, P of k plus 1 is true. Let's see for a small example. So based on this, let's see small example. That is, n square is greater than or equal to 2n plus 3. If I go for n is equal to 1, then 1 square is greater than or equal to 5. No, means the statement is not getting satisfied with n is equal to 1. Let's see for n is equal to 2. What happens? 2 square is 4 is greater than 2 into 2 plus 3 means 4 plus 3 7. Is 4 is greater than 7? No. Means the given statement is not getting satisfied with n is equal to 2. If I go for 3, n is equal to 3, then what happens? 3 square is 9 is greater than, okay, previously if you put n is equal to 1, what happens? 1 is greater than or equal to 5, which is false. If n is equal to 2, 4 is greater than or equal to 7 is again false. Now n is equal to 3, what happens? 9 is greater than or equal to 2 3 is 6 plus 9. So greater than or equal to sign is there. So it is getting equality, which is getting true. If I put n is equal to 4, then what happens? 4 square 16 is greater than or equal to 2 4 is 8, 8 plus 3 11. So again it is getting true. Means it is a statement from where it is getting satisfied is n is greater than or equal to 3, where n belongs to a natural number and n is greater than or equal to 3. Means the basic step of this statement will be n is equal to 3. That is P of 3 will be true. Assume that by using the hypothesis, assume that the P of k is also true, and we have to go for and we have to prove that this given statement is also true for n is equal to k plus 1, where k should be greater than or equal to 3. So just try as of assignment, that is prove that, show that n square is greater than or equal to 2n plus 3 for all n belongs to n, but n is greater than or equal to 3. So as I given, the basic step is n is equal to 3. It is not from 1, as the given statement is getting true from 3, so that will be a basic step. The statement is true for np of 3. So here n naught is 3. So try it as an assignment, and these are the problems on the mathematical induction. So thank you.